Hello and good morning everyone. So today is the third trading session of this week. So let's get started with today's top stocks and news. The first one is Apollo Hospital, where the company's net profit is up by 42% at 433 crores. Revenue is up by 15% at 5,842 crores. EBITDA is up by 26% at 851 crores. And margins are reported at 14.6% versus 13.3% on yearly basis. The next stock is NMDC, where the company's net profit is up by 0.20% at 1,968 crores. Revenue is up by 24.5% at 6,739 crores. EBITDA is again up by 6% and margins are reported at 36.8% versus 43.2% on yearly basis. The next stock which you need to look at is Oil India, where the company's net profit is up by 45% at 1,896 crores. Revenue is down by 10%. EBITDA is again down by 18% and margins are reported at 29.6% versus 32.4% on quarterly basis. The next stock is PI Industries, where the company's net profit is down by 11% at 400 crores. Revenue is again down by 8% at 1,901 crore. EBITDA is down by 11% and margins are reported at 27.3% versus 28.2% on yearly basis. The next stock is JSPL, where the company's net profit is up by 12% at 1,496 crores. Revenue is down by 9.7%. EBITDA is up by 5.8% at 3,005 crores and margins are reported at 24.4% versus 20.85% on yearly basis. The next stock is Nykaa, where the company's net profit is up by 79% at 24.47 crores. Revenue is again up by 23.4% and EBITDA is up by 47% at 141 crores and margins are reported at 6.5% versus 5.5%. Along with that, company approves acquisition of 40% stake in Nudge. The next stock is Honasa Consumer, where the company's net profit is up by 2.7% at 41 crores. Revenue is up by 7.4%. EBITDA is down by 1% and margins are reported at 7.7% versus 8.3% on yearly basis. The next stock is Suzlon, where the company's net profit is up by 7.3% at 324 crores. Revenue is again up by 55% at 3,132 crores. EBITDA is up by 62.4% and margins are reported at 19.1% versus 18.2% on yearly basis. Along with that, Himanshu Modi resigns as the CFO of the company with respect from 31st of August 2025. The next stock which you need to look at is Cochin Shipyard, where the company's net profit is up by 8% at 187 crores. Revenue is up by 39%. EBITDA is again up by 36% at 241 crores and margins are reported at 22.5% versus 23% on yearly basis. The next stock is RCF, where the company's net profit is reported at 54 crores. Revenue is down by 23% at 3,370 crores. EBITDA is again up by 36.4% at 158 crores and margins are reported at 4.7% versus 2.6% on yearly basis. The next stock is Vatek Vabag, where the company's net profit is up by 20% at 66 crores. Revenue is again up by 17.2%. EBITDA is up by 17.4% and margins are on a flatter side, reported at 13% on yearly basis. The next stock is Jupiter Wagon, where the company's net profit is down by 66.2%. Revenue is again down by 47.8% at 460 crores. EBITDA is down by 56% at 60 crores and margins are reported at 13% versus 15.5% on Y&Y basis. The next stock which you need to look at in today's trading session is Nazara Tech, where the company's net profit is reported at 51.34 crores. Revenue is up by 99.5% at 498 crores. EBITDA is again up by 85% and margins are reported at 9.5% versus 10% on yearly basis. So these were some of the stocks which you need to look at in today's trading session. Thank you. Bye-bye.